Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video, we're doing another unboxing. So this unboxing is just a fairly small one. It's just a few items because tomorrow I'm going to have a fairly substantial unboxing. So I wanted to get this one done so I didn't have to save everything for one video. Spread it out a little bit, you know. Keep them wanting more. Actually, they just came today, so I'm doing it today. And tomorrow's stuff hasn't come yet, so it worked out. So, let's cut open this box first. It's not from Amazon, that's just what the guy used. This is an eBay purchase because I have yet to find the item in this box in the wild. I haven't found it in the wild, and I haven't had much luck online prior to finding this auction, so I said, what the heck, let's just pull the trigger and get it before it's too hard to get. Now I might have been able to wait and find it cheaper, but I didn't want to. I wanted to make sure I got one before it was too late. And this is the World of Nintendo Metroid figure. Let me get the thing to focus on it. There we go. The Jakks Pacific World of Nintendo Metroid, which looks freaking cool. And I really wanted one to go with my Figma Samus Aran figure, or Metroid. You might know her as Metroid, or him. You might know him as Metroid, but no, she's Samus. This is what a Metroid looks like for those of you that are not familiar. We're gonna open this sucker up because I want to see what the Metroid looks like. I mean, it looks really cool in the package, but we're gonna get it out and see because I like the translucent plastic. It seems to have a decent amount of paint on it, and you guys like to see the... Wow, there's like an incredible amount of tape. I just took 3 pieces of tape off to get the flap open, and now it's like a whole lot more tape. Alright, and I sliced my finger open, by the way, so I'm going to try to not slice any fingers open. I didn't do it unboxing stuff. I did it playing with a knife. Although, to be completely fair to myself, I wasn't playing with the knife. I was just holding a knife and talking, and I went like this with my hand, and I went right into the blade, so... Not good. Alright, let's do this. By the way, we had a fairly successful live stream yesterday during the middle of the day when Halo's Forge came out. And I'm probably going to do some more either today or tomorrow. And then the one on Saturday also. So if you guys are into that, come by. And even if you're not into Halo, come by and we can chat for a bit. I try to answer as many of the comments as I can. Obviously, I'm playing the game. I cannot get this open. So I can't answer every post. But I will answer what I can. How are you supposed to open this? Goodness. Alright, you know what we're going to do? Because I don't care about the packaging on this figure. Even though it's nice packaging, Jakks. I'm sorry. We're going to just cut the sucker open. That's one of the benefits of having a really sharp, awesome knife to open stuff. You can just do whatever it is you need to do. And then just tear it open like a little kid on Christmas. Goodness gracious, I can't get it open still. What is this situation? Look at what I've done. It's not happening. Alright. There we go. We're working on it. We're getting there. Now we have to cut these because I'm not going to do that the right way. So... here's how not to open this kind of thing. Trained professional. Sharp knife. There's still more. They really didn't want this figure coming out of the package. Alright, that's it. That was exciting. And now we have the Metroid, which it doesn't have an incredible amount of paint on it, to be completely honest. It's just a medium amount of paint. There's just a tiny bit in there, but I think it has a cool effect, being that it is through that translucent plastic, which is squishy plastic. And then the little claw dudes, which I wasn't expecting, these are all articulated. Let me put it in focus. These are all articulated and nicely sculpted, and there is some paint on there. I'm psyched. It's more of a static piece, obviously, but it's going to be nice to put with my Samus display, or Samus figure on display. So that's cool. If you guys are into Metroid, you probably need to pick one of these up. It's not the most exciting thing to own in the world, but I quite like it. I wish maybe that it wasn't squishy because it doesn't quite have a full shape. But it's not bad. I like it. It looks pretty cool. I'm psyched. Super happy about that. And now I have a whole big mess to clean up too, so bonus points. Alright, this next package is one that has more traditionally collectible type of figures in it. So we're going to bust it open, and I'm going to show you what we got. Should be 3 things in here, if memory serves. We don't need the knife anymore. By the way, I've made a point of not smacking the mic stand this time, so that should be good for those of you that noticed it last time. If you heard those alien sounds, that was me. It was actually the table. I have my mic connected to a table, and because I use one of these big microphones, I don't have a shock mount for it yet. So when I set things on the table, or if I hit the floor too hard, that's what you were hearing. So I've tried to make a point of not doing that. Alright, so the first one is Arthas, the Lich King from Heroes of the Storm, aka the character from WoW who is also in Heroes of the Storm from NECA. You guys saw the Illidan figure and the Nova figure that I got recently, fairly recently, and how awesome those were. So I had to continue the line. I wasn't going to do it. But then I'm like, I better do it, because these figures are pretty darn cool. So now we also have Tyrael, which is from one of my favorite games, Diablo. And this figure just looks so cool. I couldn't pass up on him. So we got him, and then there's one more. And I think, should I open these? I always ask you guys, like, you can respond. You can't, but I'm going to open them anyway. This is another Heroes of the Storm figure, because like I said, I had to use my better judgment and just buy them all. Although I didn't actually buy these. Full disclosure. These are from NECA. But I wanted all the figures, and now I got them. So this is Stitches. This is a guy, I believe, from WoW. I'm not certain. I think he's from WoW, right? Yeah. I should probably get into the whole WoW thing. But then what side to choose? What side to choose indeed? Let's open them up. Why not, right? I lost my knife. Every time I do one of these videos, I lose my knife. I set it down somewhere. Obviously. There it is. Alright, let's open it up. Let's do it. Now, these guys were really impressive at San Diego Comic-Con. In fact, if I remember correctly, Tyrael and Arthas were both the 2-ups, the bigger scale figures that they do for the design process. And they were awesome at 2-up scale. And they should still be pretty darn cool. I forgot they use the twist ties, which is cool, but twist ties are hard to open quickly. See that? Not easy to open quickly. So what I'm going to do is grab... I don't have any of my tools with me. Okay, so what we're going to do is... I'm going to leave and go get the things, and I'll just cut the video together. Got them. Let's open this sucker. Let's open it up. It's kind of like Christmas. This is a pretty good haul. I'm pretty psyched about this stuff. But tomorrow's haul, to be completely honest, about, let's see, this is 4 things, about 4 times as big, a little bit more than that. Lots of stuff coming tomorrow. Big Bad Toy Store Pile of Loot haul tomorrow. Really psyched. But this stuff, to be honest, I'm actually probably more excited about the individual figures here than the ones that are coming tomorrow. But, wow, this guy's just got all kinds of stuff going on. He's got his junk hanging out. Not junk as in what you're thinking. Junk as in, like, ew. Ew, there's some junk hanging out. Wow, that's a lot of detail on this guy. Look at that. Lots of detail. And that's the junk I was talking about. That's really gross. That is not okay. Lots of detail all the way around. Definitely going to be reviewing these, so make sure you stick around. Not right now, but stick around in the near future. And he has some accessories. Those I'm not going to open right now because I don't feel like it. But we have like a big hook and chain thing, it looks like, and a cleaver, and another hook thing. Good stuff. So that looks like a pretty cool figure. This is one of the, I guess it's technically a deluxe figure, deluxe scale. I like it. No knowledge of the character, but it's a really well-made figure, so that's why I got it. Alright, so there's Stitches. And if you were wondering why he's called Stitches, you're silly. Alright, let's look at Arthas next. We're going to save Tyrael for last because I'm partial to Tyrael. So now we're going back to the unsafe use of an improper tool implemented in an improper way. Nothing worse than using a knife for the wrong thing on camera in this fashion. There are probably worse things, to be fair. But it's not a good idea, because I'm setting a bad example for all of you kiddos out there that think it's a good idea to do this. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so you guys know I'm not a WoW person. We've already covered that. And I don't know much about this character, other than he's got cool armor and he's got a cool sword. So you guys can elaborate on that. Any knowledge that you have, I'm happy to hear it in the comment section right now. Then I can use that knowledge during the review, if you guys are so inclined to share that knowledge. I love that NECA uses the twist ties, by the way. I miss those days. You used to be able to get twist ties, or twist ties with like every figure. Most companies don't do it anymore. It's kind of nostalgic. I don't know. But I like it. Even though they're hard to open on camera. Alright, how are we going to get this guy out? And we have success. So this guy has cloth, soft goods cape. I didn't realize that at first. That's cool. They did it in the same style they did the 18-inch Batman, the Arkham Knight Batman, the way it kind of droops over the shoulder. That's cool. And he's got a fully detailed face. His shoulder pads. Look at this. Let me get in close so you can see it better. Shoulder pads are soft, and they don't impede the articulation at all. That's really cool. And the cape, tattered on the bottom. So that's really nice. I'm psyched. I guess this guy's probably a bad guy, and I generally slant toward the good guys. But this looks like a really cool figure. Lots of detail. I can't wait to review this. And he comes with the sword. That's how you use it. It's a sword. Looks cool. I'm psyched. I was thinking about maybe using parts of this guy, not this particular one, but like another one for a custom that I'm working on right now. For it's actually one of my Patreon patrons, and he's been watching my channel for forever. He's been on the waitlist for forever, and now I'm working on a custom for him. And some of these parts for both Tyrael and Arthas might come in handy. I don't know. I don't want to spoil it too much because he wants it to be a surprise. It's an original design. But I might use some of these parts. I'm just letting you know right now, Joshua. I might do it. If I don't murder myself first. Alright. Definitely not a good idea. I can't stress that enough. Don't do what I'm doing with a knife. Bad idea. Although, you know, there are more deaths due to this kind of packaging in the world every year than there are deaths by shark. That's a fact. You can look that up. You can try. You won't find it because I made it up. It could be true. It might be a thing. Alright. Wow, I love the paint job. Let's just look at that real quick. I love this flat gold. It's like a matte finish. That looks super good. I really, really like that. So if you guys aren't familiar with Diablo, this guy is kind of like a really badass angel dude that helps you fight bad guys. So that's why he looks like a really badass angel dude that helps you fight bad guys. Is that it? Just the one tie? Awesome. Let's get him out. And he has no face, at least when his hood's up. So that's why it's all black right now. That's why it looks like that. Which is a cool effect. Oh man, I'm psyched. I feel like it's Christmas and we're not at Christmas yet. Alright, we're going to leave the sword. Let's pull it out. I almost called it a sword again. What is with me saying that? Weird. Alright, so let's look at the sword real quick. That's the sword, real quick. Very nicely done. I like that a lot for the custom Joshua. I might end up using that. And now let's look at the figure. He's got shoulder pads aplenty, these weird metal wings, lots of armor on his arms, which is where it's probably best at. Gotta rotate that around so I can show you guys. Alright. This guy's cool. I love the armor on him. He's so chock full of armor. It's kind of like the Mythic Legion figures, but Diablo style. I like that a lot. And we'll go over the articulation and everything in detail for the review. But that's a really spiffy looking figure. NEC is killing it lately. Like, I don't think there's another company out there that is consistently as good quality and high paint app, high sculpt, high everything for the price point. Honestly speaking, I don't think there's anything out there that's comparable. Yeah, we have like SH Figure Arts, but you're paying a lot more to get what you're getting, whereas for these guys, you're not paying more. $20 price point, $18 to $20 price point roughly, and it's just loaded. So I love it. I love it. Alright guys, that's the end of this haul video. I'll be reviewing all this stuff very soon, so keep an eye out for that. What else? Another haul video tomorrow. I think that's all we have to talk about for now. If you want to check out the streams, they're right here on this channel, or on the gaming version, same thing. So do that, come chat, we'll hang out for a while. Man, I gotta stop the coffee. I'm drinking a lot of coffee lately because I'm not sleeping, and it's like I'm on speed. I'm not on speed, I don't know what that's like, but... Oh, okay guys, I'll see you in the next video.